so obvious that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. If you don't know, let me inform you about what happened. Caitlin Clark committed a hard foul on Angel Reese as she was wide open for a free, easy layup. Routine play. The type of play that every single one of us, every one of you that's watching, has heard your coach tell you, hey, we ain't going to give them no easy points, no easy baskets in the paint, baby. And then what do? You make sure that you go and you get a foul when you know that the offensive player has a free lane to the basket. Now, before I get to why Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark fully, let's talk about the play itself. The one thing people are not talking about on that play, which my wife so eloquently stated to me earlier, was that Caitlin Clark was actually reacting to a foul that should have been called on Angel Reese against Aaliyah Boston. Previously, when you see they cut off the play early, Angel Reese actually shoves Aaliyah Boston in the back to get a rebound. We've all played basketball. You know when you shove somebody in the back, the ref's going to blow the whistle and call the foul. Well, the ref didn't call the foul. So Caitlin Clark is sitting there with her hands up like, you're going to call that? So then, yes, she went and fouled Angel Reese to prevent her from having the easy basket. But Caitlin Clark actually fouled Angel Reese because she was trying to take up for her teammate, Aaliyah Boston. So I don't know why no one's even talking about that. But I do know why they're talking about the aftermath of the foul, which, by the way, was a routine, you got to make them earn it foul. It was not a flagrant foul with the intent to hurt somebody. And not only that, Angel Reese acted like she wanted to win an Oscar. I got nothing against any of these women's basketball players. They're all super talented. But if we're going to talk about them, we have to talk about them like we talk about any other sport.
And they had an article, Shaq's in Kareem status, and Kareem goes, he's not that good, he's not winning championships. I can't say nothing about that because it's fact. And he has, 6 championships? He has G20 classification, so now I got to eat it. I'm not sensitive like the guys go, like that's Kareem, greatest of all time, I just got to eat it. But it's driving me crazy, so I was like, let me do this to young fella, but he couldn't take it. So people thought we had beef. I don't have beef with men. All these beautiful women in the world, I don't have beef with a man. I don't care about no man. Speaking of man, RG3, tweet another monkey post about my girl Angel Reese. I'm gonna punch you in your fucking face. Okay? It's enough. Like, I don't usually do stuff like this, but just stop it, bro. You got your job, you got your podcast, leave my Angel Reese alone. I'm the one calling her and telling her not to respond. Fucking stop it. That's the last time. Okay? Thank you. Sorry about that.
By all means. By all means. You needed to...
I'm your host, Ace, and welcome to Ace on His Takes. The big man, Big Diesel, he has spoken. So if you guys don't know, of course, RG3, former NFL quarterback, and Angel Reese, current WNBA superstar. I don't care what y'all tell me. Y'all can say she ain't. But to me, she is. All right. Current WNBA superstar. And they just been having kind of, war words back and forth. RG3 has, as you saw in the first clip, just kind of saying that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Like, it's not hate. I think it's more of a competition. I think it's more of, I don't like you due to us being competitors. Like, if they were on the same team, they would be best friends. I promise you that. I wouldn't even think that, right? Because Angel Reese never really gave me that vibe of her just being a hater, right? And I think a lot of people in the WNBA really despise Caitlin Clark, not only because of who she is, but what they have done and a lot of the credit that they have not received, and with her being a rookie coming in and, all this publicity and all this clout, quote unquote, and all these commercials and so on and so forth that she's receiving, that a lot of people in the WNBA that have been balling out for years never even got a quarter, not even a quarter of what she received, but just not receiving just the accolades and the recognition and notoriety that Caitlin Clark has received. Now, if we're gonna be real about it, Caitlin Clark is a white woman that's in middle America, right? I mean, let's just kind of call a spade, and can she shoot? Yes, she can. She did get her team to the Final Four and also in the championship game. And that's where she lost to Angel Reese, right? And so you got to think about it. A lot of these other older players, I do feel like are haters in a sense, right? Would I say that would I say Angel Reese is a hater? I don't believe so. But at the same time, that's the picture that a lot of other media outlets are painting. And RG3 is trying to make it seem as if she's a hater. I don't believe so. Like I said earlier, I just think it's just competition, right? Me and a lot of my friends, we played flag football and some other sports, basketball, football, whatever. If you're on the other side of me, we can be best friends, but when you're on the other side of me, I'm coming to kick your ass. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I think it is. I think it's just more of a competition. I don't want to say hate, of course, because hate is a strong word. I think that they, if you want to say competitors or, competitive, I can see that part of it. But to say hate, that's ridiculous. And honestly, RG3 has been kind of receiving a lot of criticism from a lot of black media outlets. Like I said, Ryan Clark in the Pivot, their podcast, and a lot of other black media outlets because of some of the things that he's just recently done, right? With Angel Reese being on the cover of 2K, 26, and then he took her picture and ended up putting showing somebody else putting her as a monkey on the actual cover of it. Is like, come on, bro, seriously, that's what you're doing nowadays? And he's been catching a lot of flack for him having a white wife and, all this other kind of racist back and forth kind of, stuff. I don't think that he's corny for that because I always felt like he was corny. I don't think he's corny for that, but I've always considered him, a corny guy, not just black guy, not just white guy. He's just a corny guy to me, right? He's always trying to be one of those individuals that's, I don't know. It's just a lot of just corniness. And I'm an Eagles fan, of course, as you can see. Always, you guys, if you've watched in one video of mine, you've seen me always have my Eagles sweater on. But I've always just felt like RG3 has just been a corny guy to me, period, personally. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna let I'm gonna let Big Shaq kind of go over his reasons.
Take your time and say it. I'm curious to know, what just with the whole conversation that's been happening around RG3, Angel, her hatred towards Caitlin Clark.
She's supposed to hate her, so what?
Yeah.
I hated the Clippers. I hated the Celtics. It's not real hate. If we look around what's going on in this rural country, that's hate. This is sports. I'm not supposed to like you. I don't want you to like no other people's podcasts. Fuck them all. Competition. That's what the world's built on, competition.
I just said that.
And first of all, let them girls leave them alone.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It's a shame that all the stuff you did in your life, you're gonna be remembered for your podcast. You're gonna be remembered for your podcast. That should tell you you're not that fucking great. I don't want to be remembered for Shaq's good podcast. I do not. So. Leave those girls alone. You already spoke on it. Let it go. Let it go. So what? He hates her. So fucking what? I hate you now. For messing with her. Now what? Say something about me. But she's not going to respond because I'm the one calling and be like, baby, keep it classy. Because she's not soft by any means. You're from the streets. But I'm like, you're beautiful. Don't indulge with these fools because he's a fool.
And there's another part that you got to realize as well, right? Before I even get to that, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. You got to remember that Shaq went to LSU, right? Angel Reese went to LSU. She won a championship for LSU. Shaq is a mogul, right? There's not too many businesses that Shaq isn't in, right? And so with Shaq, he is, if I'm not mistaken, the president or something high up in Reebok. He brought her on, got her a shoe and everything else. So, you have to understand that Angel Reese to him is not just another LSU player per se, right? She is his business partner. And if you're trying to mess with my money, if you're trying to talk down on my partner, right? then you got to come talk to me. We got to have a conversation, and that's literally what I'm taking it as that he's doing right now, is having a conversation about why you not gonna mess with her moving forward. And if I have to, I'm gonna get into it, which I am. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Shaq.
You don't even have G14 classification to say that. I would respect it more if Lisa Leslie said it. Like, that's y'all category. Stay out of them people's category. Okay, you're sports, whatever you do, you talk about sports, but bro, you don't need to be going deep. Y'all can go deep. Y'all females, y'all understand what that's like. He hates her, so what? Hate ain't the real word, it's just competition. I hated Christian Laettner.
That's all it is.
In college. He had everything I didn't. He was fundamentally sound. He was winning championship. Do you know who Christian Laettner is?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's fundamentally sound, good-looking dude, and he kept winning championship. I fucking hated him. So every time I played, I wanted to crush him. I hated Alonzo Mourning. Oh, you a shot blocker? I hate Dikembe in the finals. You don't believe me? Check out these few clips of what I did to Dikembe. But hate in sports is not real hate. It's a word that we throw around. And then again, if he hates her, so what? Mind your business. Like, I don't mind you doing your job as anyone, but don't pick on that little girl. Because guess what? I'm her protector. Now pick on me. You pick on me, I'm going to punch you in your fucking face.
Like I said, man, I agree with Shaq. I agree with what he's saying. Like I tell you, it is, alarming to me to have RG3 just going back and forth. Like I said, if you say what you said, it's cool. All right. Case closed. It is what it is. But for you to keep going back and forth with someone, and it's kind of, like I said, it's corny. You know what I'm saying? But to me, that is his brand. To me, it's just corny. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Y'all tell me, is Shaq right? Is RG3 right? Just put it down in the comments. Please also like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And also the actual content creators will also be in the description as well. Once again, I'm your host Ace. Peace.